Hello there. So this is definitely a repeat. One of my probably top five tools, concepts. This is from EOS, the Delegate and Elevate. It is definitely very similar to unique ability within Strategic Coach, and there's a variety of other um, programs that use something similar. But here's the assignment for this week. So Delegate and Elevate. If this is your first time and you're like, don't know what this is. So the idea is within your role, independent of what you do and the size of your team, we all want to try and spend the most amount of our time working on the things we love and are great at, and the least amount of time in the quadrant that we don't like and are not good at. And so the idea here, if you've never done this before, this is probably going to be a lot more comprehensive. But as you're going through your tasks throughout the week, you want to segment them, whether that's, creating proposals, client meetings, preparing for client meetings, whatever this is, whatever within your role, and you must put each of those tasks in one of these four buckets. And then at the end of the week, and for some this might be a 2 week activity. But I think if you're doing a good inventory, and maybe for some you kind of end the day thinking through some of the things. And if you're, hyper effective and you're doing 100 things in the day, clearly there's not enough spaces here. But general blocks is the idea. So take an inventory of the activities you do, and then collaborate with your team, or big or small, and figure out. I almost guarantee there are people on your team that you may have something you love and are great at, and that same activity they have and they don't like and they're not good at, or at worst they don't like but are good at. And so you can collaborate and flip and say, how about I start doing that and you start doing this, and that way we're both spending time on things. You really want to spend the most amount of time in the upper two buckets. Love and are great at is the ideal, and then the second being like and are good at. So here you go. Print this out. I feel like this is one of those you got to hit the print button right now and have this with you. Sit this on your desk, carry this in your notebook, whatever it is, and spend the week proactively taking inventory of your activities so that you can then, as you look back in a quarter or in a year, you can look back and say, I am certainly more productive than I was in the past through this one specific tool. Have a great week.